Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. It has been a long ass week. I am ready to sip some bourbon, or in this case, actually really some rye with all of you, right? So for me personally, end of the week, I had a lot of you guys and gals know that I'm in school, getting my executive MBA. This weekend was economics, and honestly, it just kicked my butt. The only way I learned economics, right? You think about economics, supply and demand. Every single analogy I could think of was bourbon related, right? Low supply of bourbon, high supply of demand, right? So, or high demand, I should say. So that is how I survived the class. Thank you to the bourbon and whiskey industry, because all those examples is the only reason why I passed this class. So I appreciate that. But all right, so what are we going to get into today? So obviously, as you can see, we are going to review Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye. Yes, indeed. I am so glad I got my hands on this bad boy. However, before I jump into this one, check out at the end of the video, there's a special, let's call it announcement, right? There's a giveaway, right? But don't fast forward, watch the video, and then at the end of the judgment, I'm going to go ahead and give everyone, it's a nice little giveaway to one lucky winner, right? One lucky winner. All right, enough of that. Let's jump into Jack Daniels. So a couple weeks ago, I did Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Bourbon, right? Or I'm sorry, Barrel Proof Whiskey. And we know Jack Daniels Tennessee Whiskey, link up above for that review. That was one I slept on for a long time, and honestly, I absolutely love it. I mean, I straight up love it, right? So that was that one, right? But a lot of people kept saying, hey, Bourbon Judge, you need to check out the newest version that came out, right? The Barrel Proof Rye. So this is the Barrel Proof Rye. Same price point as the other one. It goes for about $65 MSRP. And I'm not gonna lie, this one has actually not come out in my state. I was so anxious. I felt like I was just anxious. I wanted to get it so bad. So a friend of mine had it. We ended up connecting. I traded him a bottle of something that I had that he wanted, and he sent me this. So it kind of all worked out, right? That's the love and the joy of bourbon, right? So, or in this case, rye. So we were able to kind of swap bottles, if you will. But I had this one, and I'm glad I finally got it because I want to go ahead and review it with you. So MSRP, $65. Again, this is a 2020 limited release, so I think they made like 200 bottles of this, so a bit challenging to find, right? Again, it hasn't even hit my state, but it will probably get here eventually. I will say, again, the proof on this bad boy, so because it is a single barrel proof, obviously the barrel that you get or the bottle that you get is going to range from the one I have, right? They all range anywhere from 125 to 140. But my particular bottle is 128.9. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this. Give me 1 second to pour this bad boy. Like I said, it's been a long week. I can't wait. I was waiting at like 2 o'clock thinking about enjoying this with you guys and gals. All right. So again, this one came out recently, a couple months ago. New release from Jack Daniels. I am no longer a sleeper on Jack Daniels, especially on their barrel proof single barrel bourbon or whiskey or rye. I'm no longer a sleeper. I'm hoping this bad boy is as good as the original whiskey that I tasted a couple weeks ago. So with that, let me go ahead and get into this one. Get a little color. Very nice. Not bad at all. Extremely dark. So you think about Jack Daniels, even though this is a rye, it still does go through the whole charcoal filtration process, right? That Lincoln County process, right? Very nice, some beautiful dark color. Matches the whiskey I looked at a couple weeks ago. Super dark. I mean, look at that. It's like my table. It just belongs here. You know what I mean? All right. So I will say, that is really nice on the nose. This is the first release from the new master distiller, Chris Fletcher, right? So he finally had a chance to kind of put his own little stamp, if you will, on things, right? So his first release. The mash bill of this bad boy, I should call that out, 70% rye, 18% corn, 12% malt to barley, right? So you got a nice little blend, right? But ultimately, it is a rye. All right, so from a nose standpoint, let's jump into this. Wow, this is like, damn, that's nice. I can't lie, words can't describe it. I mean, it's honestly like a blend of, wow, a couple of things come to mind. So obviously it's a rye, so you get that traditional earthy, grainy, peppery nose. That's all there. But what I also get, which I did not expect, was almost like as if this had like a wine finish. Now I'll be clear, it does not have a wine finish, right? This is a straight up barrel proof rye, uncut. However, the nose has a bit of a wine finish to it, right? It smells almost like wine's in there, but I know it's not, obviously, but it's like, it's there, and it's kind of blending in with like notes of like caramel, burnt sugar, brown sugar that is, burnt brown sugar, maybe some banana in there as well. Wow, that is an amazing nose. I am praying for you, and I'm praying for me that this is good because, like I said, I had a hell of a week, or hell of a weekend with school. As we say, cheers, salute, appreciate everyone out there. Thank you for watching the channel. If you haven't done thus far, please make sure you also subscribe. Cheers. Okay. All right. Wow. That is that's unique, folks. That's very, very unique. 1 second. Okay. I'll come back to that in a second. Let me get a little bit more just to make sure. Wow. Okay. There's a little bit left here. Let's leave that for a little bit. So, as I always say, from the nose standpoint, it was superb. The palate, everything came through from the nose to the palate. This is a very unique rye. Typically with rye, you get that earthy, grainy, peppery nose, right? Sometimes some honey, some caramel. In this case, high caramel, high burnt brown sugar, some banana in there, and then also what kind of throws me a little bit is like there's like a nose. Well, the nose had like a wine finish to it, right? The palate also had that, so that all came through, right? From the nose to the palate, everything straight up came through, right? So I have to give you a judgment. Is this one worth buying? Is it one worth leaving on the shelf? Folks, judgment is in. This is, woo, damn. This is fantastic, right? I'm saying it 2 times, fantastic. This is honestly, it's not even good. This is straight up phenomenal, like straight up phenomenal. At $65, buy 2, buy 3, buy as many as you can. This is truly exceptional, and I really mean that, right? I looked at the bottle earlier because I just had to make sure that this was truly a Jack Daniels product. I'm still in shock, right? I really am. This is fantastic, folks. If you see this anywhere, please buy it. I guarantee you will not, well, you will not dislike it. You will love it. Put it that way, right? All right. So we know this is a buy. I got to go ahead and give a quick little, as we talked about earlier, right? So I told you that I was going to do a giveaway. So what is the giveaway? The giveaway is a 2-ounce sample of this from me to you. The question is, who's going to win? All right. So apparently my wife, even my daughter, watched my 2020 top 10 bourbons of 2020, right? And I got feedback that I used the word solid a lot, right? I said solid a ton of times. So here's the joke, or here's the, I guess the contest. Please go back, watch the 2020 top 10 bourbons of 2020 video. Count how many times I said the word solid, right? Come back here, comment the number of times I said it, and the first person who gets it right, that individual, he or she, will win a 2-ounce sample of the Jack Daniels Barrel Proof Rye from me, yours truly, to you. All right, folks, as we always say, cheers, salute, thank you, I appreciate you. Can't wait to see who's gonna win the contest. And you guys know me, there's a little bit of bourbon, or in this case, rye, left in the glass. I have to go ahead and finish it. Salute, my friends. Damn, that's nice.